If you'd like to be in the know of all of our events, giveaways, and new episodes, head over to jenniferpilates.com and hit subscribe. Thank you so much for being a part of our Empowered Within community. Enjoy today's episode. Welcome to Empowered Within, a soul-quenching, transformational podcast that will set your soul on fire through candid and inspiring conversations. Leading experts, celebrities, healers, and I share our journeys of how we've overcome challenges to living an empowered life from within. I'm your host, Jennifer Pilates. Welcome to another episode of Empowered Within. Hi there, and welcome to the show. I am excited and honored to have with us today Angela Santi. Italian by birth and cosmopolitan by vocation, Angela is the one-of-a-kind Dolce Vita leadership and lifestyle designer for elite entrepreneurs, executives, and experts. Fiercely protective of her craft, the art that is the science behind the good life, she has pioneered the 4 pillars of Dolce Vita life mastery model. Working privately with a select group of ultra-high performers and global leaders, her Mediterranean-infused mythology empowers passionate, overloaded, overwhelmed business owners worldwide to live a blissful, meaningful life without losing their momentum for their success. Welcome to the show, Angela.
Hi, Jennifer. I'm so excited for being here. Yoo-hoo.
Yay! I'm so excited to have you here. So let's dive right in. Please share how you went from 20 years in the corporate world to beginning your amazing lifestyle program that you have.
So it was quite of a challenge. And it wasn't intentional, I say, because sometimes if you don't make up your mind in a proper, span of time, life will tell you, it's time to change and to do something for that. So what happened is that I was working in corporate in my family business. It was huge. It was amazing. We were in the luxury automotive world, so everything was super. And what happened is that the 2008 crisis hit, and I found myself jobless from one day to the other. And what's most importantly, without an identity, because I was so much identified with my role, my company, like all those many business owners. We are our company. We are our business. So what I did is, I had no choice at the time to wait and see what happened because, the world was like a earthquake for me. And I decided to move on very quickly and to leverage my competencies. And at that time, I was an executive and a member of the board of directors in charge of HR and organizational development. So I said, okay, this is the thing that I know how to do. And the other thing is I've always valued the quality of life. So I was trying to find a way to even have a better quality of life than what I was having before when I was working in my business. As at the time, I was commuting all day, spinning my wheels, hustling. So the first thing, I started working as an independent business owner or an independent contractor for some other consultancy company. Again, commuting all over Italy, again, taking care of HR and organizational development. And after a few years, I was like, you know what? I don't like this life quality at all. And I was turning 50. I was about to turn 50. And I said, I want to give myself a great birthday present. And I decided to quit everything from one day to the other. I hired an American business coach and pivoted all my business online. And it was 2016. And at that time, in Italy, nobody had a clue on, what Zoom is. And they had no idea that you could, do everything online. So all my colleagues and friends, and we're saying it's impossible. Don't do that. You need to.
Right.
We need the physical connection. So again, I decided not to listen to other people limiting beliefs, and I decided to listen to my inner voice, to my guts, and to go on, go lean into my vision. And I said, who cares? I'm gonna try it, and I did it. Then the second thing that happened was the pandemic. So when the pandemic happened, I already had everything online. And for me, it was very quick and it was a no-brainer to pivot everything online. And I did it. And I even decided to do it with all clients, all over the world. So here I am.
That is amazing. Congratulations. That is such an incredible story. And how amazing to set yourself up for the time of the pandemic. And what better person to learn from than someone who has already been through it and you'd been doing it for so long. So I can imagine you've become quite an asset through the clients that you have with the knowledge that you've already been using.
Yeah, really, really. And again, admittedly, it wasn't intentional. It was like a trial and error. I mean, what was my beacon was my vision. So the thing that I wanted is life quality, Dolce Vita, grow my business, and to prove that it's possible to have both. And that, you only have to organize and set yourself up to have it and go all in. Of course, it's not a long road, like very, like straight. It's curvy and it's more like a roller coaster than a road.
Of course, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah. Will you share with us your 4 pillars of La Dolce Vita?
Yes, I am very pleased. So La Dolce Vita, I take a step back and I say, do you know what is La Dolce Vita? So if you have been to Italy, I'm sure that you have savored and enjoyed this relaxed and mellow way of being and of, connecting with everybody and being very relaxed. But at the same time, you probably have noticed that Italians are also hard workers. And this comes from the post-war reconstruction when everybody was, there was nothing in Italy because the war has destroyed everything. And it was the chance for the people to recreate a new nation, a new way of being. And people were working super hard, but after so many dark years, they also wanted to enjoy life, something in a way that didn't happen before the war, So, like we of course have in our DNA this way of being, but at that time it was even greater. So if you think about that movie, like Roman Holidays with Audrey Hepburn, like scootering with Gregory Peck and romancing and doing all the things. So this is a taste of the great life, the sweet life. So, but then how can you bring your sweet life through the 4 pillars? So the first thing is to define what the sweet life, the good life, the beautiful life means for you, because there is no cookie cutter definition for that. And it can be something super luxury, but it also can be something super simple. And then, so what are these 4 pillars? The mysterious 4 pillars.
Yes, the mysterious 4 pillars. We do want to know.
Yeah. So Vita, in my methodology, is an acronym for vitality, illumination, techniques, and assets. And in my methodology and with my clients, I'm applying it both to the personal life and to the business life, to the leadership style, and to the way you craft and you create your business culture. So vitality, what is vitality? Vitality is the energy, is your brain power, is your health, how many hours do you sleep and what you eat, your routines, exercise, fun, whatever keeps you vital and alive. And illumination is everything that lights you up. It's your mindset, it's the attitude, it's the lightheartedness, and also the commitment. that can stay together. And this dichotomy is very much a part, like an important part of my methodology, of the way that I do. So then we have the techniques. We have the fun part, and then we have the techniques. So in order to have fun and to have, all this time for yourself and to do all those things, you have to have in place very good routines and ways to stay organized, and also ways to behave and to embody this assertive person. So it has to do with your habits and with the way really you organize yourself and other people. And what are the assets? So asset number one is you. And then your superpowers, and then your beliefs, and the way that you trust and believe in yourself. These are your assets. And then we can bring it to the leadership style. So when you have embodied this Dolce Vita in your life and you show up in your full Dolce Vita power, okay, and you know that as a leader, you influence, you determine your company environment, the way people live in your company. This is the moment when you have to be aware that whatever you do inside your company is important. So a Dolce Vita leader is an empathic leader, is a leader that leads with the heart, that connects from an authentic standpoint, an authentic place. Mm-hmm. And authenticity is really a big part of the Dolce Vita. And it's really living a life of alignment, leading your company in alignment with your value, with what you want to create in the world, and with all.
That is amazing. I feel like there needs to be a retreat to Italy involved with this.
Oh, yeah, I will do that. Yeah, we just had the pandemic, slowing up. Yeah. But you know what? It was interesting, because what I discovered in myself and in my clients is that you can have La Dolce Vita during lockdown. Mm-hmm. There is no problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, it depends on where you live, because in some, situations, it's easier to have La Dolce Vita at home. And in some other situation, it's a little bit more challenging. But as La Dolce Vita is an inside out work, is a way of being, and it's a mindset, it's an approach to everything. Mm-hmm. You can make it.
Yes, what an incredible approach. I love this. So now I read that your mantra is discipline is freedom. Please tell me about this, because I am all about discipline, but I am even more about freedom.
Yes, me too. So what happened? In the first part, I said, up to a certain age or to a certain stage of my personal development, I was having hard times in, aligning, in integrating this part of myself that was all about structure and discipline, and the other one even more for freedom and creativity and flexibility and all that. And also the way I was living, I can go to the super posh parties and events. But then I also like to travel with my backpack, and I like the easy rider way. So I was like, how can I do that? It's impossible. And I was like, who am I? Am I the one or the other? Then I understood that these are two different parts that are inside each one of us, and we can call them the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine, the structure and the flexibility and all that. So for me, then I said, okay, the more discipline you have, the more freedom you can have. You have to be very disciplined to schedule your freedom time and your self-care time and your Dolce Vita time, and respect it. And at the same time, we know that in business, nothing is fixed and everything is ever evolving. So if you are too disciplined and too square, and this is the way we decided and we go all in, and then, the environment, the context is changing every half a day, we have to reassess everything.
Yes.
So we need to have our structure, but we also need to be super flexible within the structure. And as I like to work with, and I often work with creative people, I know that they have hard time with discipline. But when you tell, because, they say, oh no, because, I'm limited and, I don't get my creativity. But when they understand that they can have this structure and they can also be flexible with it, this is the key.
I think that's phenomenal. And it's so true. The more structured you are, the more you get done, the more you're creative in that environment, then you can have a whole afternoon or a whole nother day available to do your Dolce Vita.
Exactly. And part of the structure is really being very firm with listening to the way you function. Because one of the things that is super important for me is that your business model, if you are a business owner, and possibly even if you work, you have a job, and then you have less movement, within a job, less freedom of movement within a job, is to organize yourself according to the way you function, according to your biorhythms. And if you're hitting a wall and you understand that it's not working now, so be gentle with yourself. And instead of continuing to stay frustrated, and hitting your head, we say, against the wall, okay, give yourself permission to take a pause, to go out, to do something, to switch something in your schedule and do a different thing. Mm-hmm. So
that's excellent advice. What if it was possible to have local fresh groceries delivered right to your door? Think of all the free time you'd have. Well, Instacart gives unlimited grocery delivery for one low monthly fee. Forgot that special ingredient in your favorite dish? Instacart can deliver it to your front door in as fast as 1 hour. You can shop multiple stores, see deals in your area, and save time and money. I've been using Instacart for over 3 years. I started using them in Arizona, and I'm using them here in Florida. I love the time-saving convenience. They pick the freshest products, and they keep my eggs safe too. To receive your first delivery free, follow the link in the show notes so that Instacart knows that we sent you and to help support the show. Instacart. Never step foot in a grocery store again. Eating better is the key to better health, and Mother Nature offers us all the right ingredients. Eating a healthy, balanced diet that includes plenty of fruits and vegetables isn't always easy in today's lifestyle. That's why Juice Plus offers Mother Nature's gift in convenient, easy-to-consume products that are as close to nature as they possibly could be. Plant-based nutrition from fruits and vegetables has been demonstrated by science to give your body the building blocks it needs to help you look better and feel better and live a longer and healthier life. Juice Plus products offer to improve heart health, the immune system, skin health, and other important aspects of health and wellness. I personally have been taking Juice Plus whole food nutrition for over 20 years. I swear by it. It's exactly what I need to help me keep my immune system healthy as it possibly can be. Juice Plus promise is simple. It helps bridge the gap between what you should eat and what you do eat every day. Nothing more, nothing less. Follow the link in the show notes so that Juice Plus knows that we sent you and to help support the show. Juice Plus, plant-based nutrition from fruits and vegetables, offers Mother Nature's gift to help you look better and feel better and live a longer and healthier life. What tips can you give to all of us, be it business owners or just in our daily lives, that we can bring more Dolce Vita to our lives?
So first of all, as I said before, define what your Dolce Vita is. And La Dolce Vita is a concept. It's like success. It's different and it evolves within your life. And we have to be aware that there are some moments in our life where we can have more Dolce Vita and some other moment when Dolce Vita is going to be very, very limited. But still, define it. You may have different degrees of Dolce Vita and it serves you even better, in your mind. So please make sure that every week you have some Dolce Vita time, even if it's 10 minutes in your day. It's something for you. Believe in it, respect it, and go for it. Another thing I would advise is really this, work hard and play hard. So no distractions, keeps you more la Dolce Vita, and also go for quality over quantity. Okay. And we have another thing that we do in Italy, so that I call the 4 Fs, and it's friend, family, food, and fun. We must have these 4 elements in our life always. So these are so important because friends and family, after all, we want to be connected, and, again, go for quality over quantity, but get some family time, some friends time, and connect with the people. And this is, for me, it's so, and also connect with do some random act of kindness with the people around you, connect, and you will change the life of somebody else, and you can change your life. And then food is super important. So get healthy food, because this really helps you stay vital. And fun, it's another super important element. So make sure that you have some of those in your daily routine again.
Oh, that sounds great. My mind is already going how I can switch a few things up, and I love this. I feel like I should be living in Italy. We are two peas in a pod. I need my freedom, but when I'm disciplined, I'm disciplined. When it's work, it's work. But boy, do I like to have that freedom to roam and to go have fun. Yeah, you have to. You've got to find that flow.
Exactly. And you know what? Yeah, it's a flow, it's a dance, it's a wave, and it's an alternating. Something very important that I forgot to say, it's really alternate this work, action and inaction, action and inaction. And inaction should be real inaction, not make, to make place, some space in your agenda and fill this place with activities and this and this and this. Nothing. Do nothing. Just go out and stay in nature if you can. Do something that lights you up, but not this hustling for your free time.
Right. What differences have you observed, since you mentioned your business coach was from America, between America lifestyle and work and the Italian life and work?
Yeah, it's very interesting because I've also lived very briefly in the United States, in California, many years ago. Yeah, a couple of years. And but I wasn't working. I was studying at the university. So it's a little bit different. But what I've noticed, the first thing that I noticed is, let me say this quote unquote, Americans are too serious with, studying and also working, to go all in, and they had only, work, hustle, work hard. And this is the way to get things done. Yes, it is true that it's the way to have things done, but it is also a place for having fun. And Italians, so saying Italians is like saying American. We are smaller, but we have all different sort of cultures in Italy as well. So the northern Italy is more similar to the American, to the East Coast. Work, but not as workaholic as the Americans, whereas the South is very relaxed, very Dolce Vita. So when I'm working with some very Dolce Vita Italians, I have to bring them to the discipline part, and when I'm working with the Anglo-Saxon and the American, more on la Dolce Vita, and make them really trust the process, because even like culturally, we come from the Catholic influence, and the Anglo-Saxon, from the Protestant. Catholics are way more relaxed with the way of getting saved and getting to heaven, because at the end of the day, at a certain time in history, they found out that they could pay and buy those relics of the saints, and the Pope was happy. So this is not very healthy.
No.
Not at all. But it shaped culture. So we said, well, we will find a way, to get through anyway. So we're very casual. We're doing our best. We're putting our intention out there, doing everything, working to the max. But then there is a limit. Americans have, a higher standard for limit. So probably if they lower their standard a little bit and put more La Dolce Vita, they can get the same done and have more fun. And it's also done and fun.
I agree with you. Recently, I have done that. I've really switched my schedule. So the first half of the day is me time. My meditation, my gratitude journal, being out in nature, preparing for the day. I get so much more done. There's more revenue coming in because I'm just taking that time for me and finding my Dolce Vita.
Yes. I totally agree with you. And I am really, we are two peas in the same pot because I do the same. I have my routine. I wake up, do some stretching in bed, then my yoga, then my breakfast. I take the time, maybe listen to a podcast or to something inspirational just to set the day. Then mornings are for me, meaning that I can work on my business, get, all this creative work done. Never do calls, meeting with clients or whatever, only in the afternoon. Yeah. And well, we have different schedule in, culturally. So I finish my day around 7 p.m., maximum 7:30 p.m. to 8. And then 8, we have dinner. And after that, or maybe, I said, okay, I stop at 6 and at 6 go for aperitif with some friends and never, ever work on Friday afternoon.
Yes, we have that in common. I don't, Friday afternoons, 2 p.m. on, no work.
Over. Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. I used to try to do the same thing on Mondays, not work Monday mornings. But since I've changed my Dolce Vita, it kind of is like, it sort of is like that. But absolutely, like nothing before noon. No work, no talking to people, no meetings. And like you, I stop by 7 p.m. every day. I actually stop, and I have a couple of breaks throughout the day, though. So I'll have my dinner and then come back and do a little more work. But yes, we have the same schedule. I love it.
Yeah. And also the Monday morning thing, I have, I have this recurring appointment with Pleasure Time Monday morning. Nice. So it means that I can start working like pretty late, take my time, and have those slow start of the week, which is very good. And another thing that I do, I'm strict on that. Well, by the way, I have two phone cards. One is for business. The other one is for friends. So in the business one, there is no WhatsApp. It's off from Friday afternoon to Monday afternoon. And no emails, no tech, no nothing for the weekends.
That I have to get better at. That I have to get better at because I tend to work a little bit on Saturday and I'll sneak in a little on Sunday. So I do need to get much better about that. Well,
but it depends, having this freedom. Again, it's discipline within freedom. So being disciplined with your off time. If you are inspired, and sometimes it's happened to me, I say, maybe the weather is awful outside. So what if I work this because I'm inspired to create something and to do that? I can do that, but I still have my autoresponder, like I am off screen this weekend, so I will respond on. Yeah.
Yes, I need to get better about putting that on. I was doing that last year and I've stopped doing that. And then I feel, because there's, everything comes at you between your phone and your laptop and everything. You feel like you have to respond. And I feel like that started out of nowhere. And I'm like, my gosh, if you don't respond right away to someone's text or their email, it's like the end of the world.
Yeah, exactly. Especially WhatsApp, because we have, with the WhatsApp thing, they see that, there is the blue mark. They have seen my... So I decided no WhatsApp for business because I don't want the other people to know if I'm available or not available. And it's not a way of being disrespectful. It's the opposite because I want to be all present, 100% present to my clients and to the other people I work with.
Right.
So I don't want to be at the supermarket, in line at the supermarket, and then have, okay, so I'm answering, something that doesn't make sense. So I want to be sitting at my desk and be present for that. So it's just a matter of speaking it out. I have a welcome package, the welcome document for my clients. And I say, you can expect, my answer from this and this and this. And I respond within the next 24 hours. And all things are very clear. So they don't expect from me what I don't want to them to know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's really good to set up those expectations in the beginning. And I think that falls flat for a lot of people. And I think if anyone walks away from the show with one thing, do that. Set up your expectations and then work in more Dolce Vita into your life.
Yeah. Yeah. This is it. This is it. And it's after all, it's all a matter of self-leadership and leadership.
Absolutely. Oh my goodness, Angela. Wow. Oh my gosh. I need to book a flight to Italy right now.
Yeah, right now. And I'm waiting for you.
Yes. We will be having wine and we can discuss what fun things we'll be doing.
Definitely.
I love it. Well, Angela, we are coming to this point in the show where I ask this one pressing question. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. What is one thing that no one knows about Angela?
So this is a very pressing question. So they don't know. And I will say something I will be vulnerable here. Since I have this, presence, they don't know that sometimes I was very, very scared and I never confess it, So there have been times where I was like, ugh, what shall I do? Even though I was trying to keep a facade, oh yeah, everything is going, So yeah, this happened many years ago, but I trained myself, how I did it. I said, I don't want to. So fear, I understood that fear is healthy and that we don't have to deny it, but it was kind of difficult, to get to this enlightenment. But I also trained myself. I used to put myself in a scary and challenging situation because I wanted to train myself to get over it and to accept it and to ask for help. This is something that for me, it was like a taboo because a woman in my position, is not supposed to. So I had very hard time for that as well.
Angela, thank you for being so vulnerable with us. I know that so many of our listeners, and including myself, can resonate so much with pieces of that. Absolutely. We've all been there at one point or another in our lives.
Yeah, and it's difficult to admit it, because we identify ourselves with, that image that we have and that people have of us. But again, we are those dichotomy. We are those two parts, the discipline, the freedom, the courage, and the fear. And it's all part of us and it's all natural and it takes a lot of courage to admit it and to ask for help when you need it instead of, staying stuck. And maybe it takes ages for you to get unstuck. So,
right. Excellent advice. Thank you, Angela. Will you share with our listeners where they can connect with you?
Yes, with pleasure. So there are two main places where they can connect with me. It's my website, www.angelasanti.it, and or on LinkedIn under my name, Angela Santi. So connect with me, like my post, and private message me, and I will be super happy to continue the conversation.
Wonderful. Angela, thank you so much for being here today, for sharing your incredible journey, your amazing insights, and everything Dolce Vita.
Yes, La Dolce Vita forever. And please come to Italy and savor it and bring it home.
Absolutely. I'm booking the flight today.
Right. You got it.
Yes. Well, as we say, until next time. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode. Please remember to rate, review, and subscribe to Empowered Within with Jennifer Pilates. Your feedback is important. It helps me to connect with you and gives me insight into who you are and what you're enjoying about the show. For today's show notes and discount codes from today's sponsors, head over to jenniferpilates.com. Until next time, may you live an empowered life from within.